Jamie Winters, coach, want to start with the statement?
Yeah, it was I thought a good opening round for the Big East tournament for us. Congrats to Villanova on a great year. I know it was a big goal for them to make it, and I thought they played a really good match, particularly defensively against us. I didn't think we played perfect, but I thought we passed really well, and I thought we served pretty well, and those are going to be keys to be successful long term. And I think we're all excited for the opportunity to play a very, very good Marquette team. And it should showcase how great the volleyball is in the Big East tomorrow.
Questions for anyone?
Coach, that's a really low hitting percentage. Villanova had with a 0.88. Was there anything that you were specifically doing or looking to do going into the match to keep them that well? And maybe Brittany could speak to the defense a little bit.
Well, we obviously always set up what we're going to do defensively against every team, so I don't think it was different in that respect. I thought, we played them 2 weeks ago, so you've got a pretty good familiarity of the teams. Barnes tore us up a little bit last time we played him, and so, we really tried to key on making sure she didn't go off, and, her hitting 0 on the night, I think, was a key factor to our success. So I did think the defense did a great job covering grounds. I think this week in practice, I feel like we've been playing really scrappy defense, and it's good to see that transfer into the game.
Yeah, I think tonight, especially our blockers did amazing with setting up, and it made defense very easy to read behind them. And so I think sometimes when the block's not there, that's where you get your kills. So I think our blockers did amazing tonight, and kind of attests to them when we get all of our digs. So I think that's what made tonight really easy to play defense.
I didn't see what happened to Sam, but Jayla came in, played all back row for you tonight. Just for her to kind of have to be inserted into that thing last minute as a freshman. Maybe not at this point in the season, but how well do you think she stepped up in that situation given the circumstances?
I thought she did awesome. She passed nails. She played good defense. I think, the rub is a little bit, sometimes they would run into each other because they're not used to playing next to each other. Jayla doesn't play right back in practice for us, so she literally got thrown into a new position today because usually she's playing middle back if she's working defensively. And, we don't know the status of Sam at this point, so we don't know if it'll be a long-term situation or not. But, Jayla, and we knew that. Jayla's a great passer and defender. I said that even though she was only playing front row earlier in the year. So we were confident she'd come in and do a good job, and she did.
Did she react well to you, telling her that you needed her in that situation? And I guess the players, in terms of the way she was reacting to you around the court, and like you said, it wasn't always pretty, but given what she was having to do for you, how well do you think she handled it?
She did awesome. She's such a good listener, even in practice. She's always going to do what she's told, and she just wants to be the best that she can be. So she just led by what we were doing and just did the best she could, and we're really proud of her tonight.
Yeah, she didn't get nervous at all before warm-ups when Coach told her she's playing right back. She's like, all right, I'm playing right back. So I think she did really well, and we helped her as much as we could on the court with talking to her, and she took feedback really well, which shows her maturity as a freshman. So, yeah, she did amazing tonight.
I don't think you guys have handled Villanova that well. Maybe since 2014, I was trying to go back and look in terms of how well you contain them. Just in terms of the scouting and all the things that went into preparation for this. Because I know you're trying to prepare for 3 teams, but Villanova's kind of had your number a little bit. How well do you think the players kind of came out and, handled their business, which was just kind of what you wanted to see since the Xavier match?
Yeah, I thought they did a great job. I thought we put a lot of pressure on them from a serving standpoint. Like Tim alluded to, keeping a team under 100, they're doing their job from a blocking and a defensive standpoint. So I thought they executed the game plan well.
Naomi Hickman tied her kill records today, and she seemed really active at the net. Can you guys talk about what you saw there from her, how active she was being?
Yeah, on offense and defense, her blocks were killer tonight. Mm-hmm. She's a great player all around in the front row for us, and it's just awesome to see her do well. I think it helped out a lot that our passes were on the net for her tonight, and she really showed up when we needed her.
Yeah, she's such a hard worker. She's up on every single ball. So, like Jaylee said, getting the passes on and the digs on, we were able to feed her, and Madeline found her really well. So she did amazing. Yeah.
Brittany, you got the rare dig kill tonight.
Yeah.
Well, you probably didn't even see it land.
Oh, I did. I was wishing it in. I got it up. I was like, in, come on. But yeah, those are always exciting, you know. Sometimes they hit it so hard that all it goes over is over the net. So sometimes you just wish for it to drop. But yeah, it was very exciting.
At least it wasn't with your head, like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Denver player.
Yeah.
Which one are you more, I guess, if you can critique your own work a little bit, impressed that you got up that one, or the one in the back row that was kind of flying around and you were on your knees when you hit the big one?
Probably that one. It's probably a little. I guess they're both pretty cool. I mean, if Jaylee wouldn't have hustled after that one, I wouldn't have been able to get it back over. So, they're both exciting.
We're just trying to
yeah.
do stuff that looks cool for you guys.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm gonna make the top 10 for today.
I mean, I know you guys aren't. When you make goals at the beginning of the year, you don't. When you're trying to figure out what you want to accomplish as a team, individual stuff isn't something you guys write down. But with 3 liberos on the All Big East team ahead of you, did you feel a little extra tonight in terms of maybe how? I don't want to use a disrespect word, but in terms of how that felt to not be on that, included
Yeah,
in that group?
I try not to worry about it too much because we have such an amazing team, and I care way more about what our team accomplishes. So, yeah, there was a little bit inside me that was kind of upset, but I didn't take it too personally, and there was no, vendetta to come in here and, try and prove to people. I think that just kind of goes all season, and my team is amazing, so I don't really care that I didn't make the honor. I would rather care about our team's honor instead, and congrats to all of our other teammates that made it. Yeah.
So speaking to that a little bit, I think sometimes a team that wins the league and wins in, tonight, 17, 17, 19, if you're stat-driven, which some coaches are going to vote stat-driven, you are given less opportunities to accrue digs. And, so it's a discussion that we have with the coaches, but I think it's a very tough position to evaluate, and if you're stats-driven, you see this often, that the top teams don't have the kids that have the most digs because the rallies are shorter, because their hitting efficiency is higher, and the games are shorter because we don't have to play as many points. So, I mentioned that to Whit, that I think, and she kind of said the same thing, maybe it'll drive me a little bit, but I think sometimes if you're stat-driven and a lot of evaluation of picking players, which in a lot of for hitters, I'm very stat-driven as I vote for players. But in this position, I think it's got to be the eye test, and sometimes it can get lost a little bit.
You and Taryn specifically have mentioned it throughout the years and how valuable she is to you guys as hitters. We can hear it, her helping you guys out from as close as we are, but maybe it doesn't always come off that way. Just how crucial is Brittany's communication and all that to you guys at the net when you're trying to figure out where to put the ball?
Yeah, she's so vocal on the court, and half of our kills should be attributed to her because we're hitting where she's telling us to hit, and it's usually a kill when she tells us. And even more than that, she's getting awesome digs for us and just keeping everyone calm in the back row when we're in serve receive, and that's huge for us.
Coach, really tough to beat a good team like Marquette 3 times in a row. I know you're not going to give us the game plan, but what do you need to do tomorrow to be successful?
Well, I almost think every match comes down to serving and passing, so I think that's going to be critical for both teams. I hope both teams play great. It's 2 awesome teams, and it could be really fun volleyball tomorrow. And, I think we've had a really good week of practice, and, I know these guys are really driven to, they want to hoist that trophy. But I think we all know that we're in for a battle, and this is what you work for all year for these opportunities. So, the other thing is this is awesome preparation for next week to be in this atmosphere, something on the line, winner takes all type of thing, and I think this is good practice for us as we continue down the road.
Carson, pretty efficient offensively, active defensively. What did you think of her?
Kari was great. I thought she was really good at the net too, from a blocking standpoint. So it's good because she struggled last week, I thought, against Providence. So it was good to see her kind of come back and have a great night tonight.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Good job, guys. Good job, Whit.
Good job, Whit.